Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar, right? Welcome, 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 babies. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hey, how y'all doing? Who, me? I'm doing just fine, honey. I'm doing just fine. Just keeping warm, trying to make sure that I had everything I needed from the grocery store yesterday, like bread, wine, candy, chips, just in case, here where I live, they're expecting more ice than snow. So I'm just making sure that I'm good. Filled up my car yesterday, just in case, making sure my phone is all the necessities that we need. How y'all doing? Y'all doing the same? Hopefully y'all got a lot of that stuff taken care of if you live in the southeastern region, East Coast area. Let me know. If you don't mind, I know we have a lot of new subbies. Let me know where you're from in the comments below. All right. Tell me what city and state you live in. If you live in another country, I would love to know because I don't know if I have anybody who listens to me overseas, because I don't think that Beyond the Gates is overseas, or maybe it is, maybe it's not, who knows. But anyway, hey, I'm good. Let's go ahead and get this party started. We are here to do a full recap, real time reaction of Beyond the Gates, season 2, episode number 15. They confusing me on this TV. That whole extra episode they put on damn last Monday. Now they counted that as an actual episode, but no, that wasn't no episode. That was an extra. Trying to confuse us, but this is episode number 1515. All right. So I've been having a good time reviewing the show this week. They've had some really decent scripts, decent plot twists because I wasn't expecting Smitty and Jacob to be working together again, and of course with Kat having that little tie back, that whole little necktie. Although I know she's always wearing it, y'all. Let me just go ahead and talk. That's the outfit that she used to wear all the time when she was trying to find Chelsea when she got kidnapped and her investigating Leslie. So I feel like Kat, because she needs some type of excitement in her life, she's gonna be finding out what the fuck they doing, and she's gonna try to help break that case. She's gonna try to do something to keep herself busy. I feel like that's what Catherine does because she's bored now. Ain't nobody getting rid of Leslie. She's bored as hell. She's a grown woman now, so that's what she's gonna do. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. Also, I just put up a little shorts about the wonderful tight dress that Marquita had on, aka Haley had on when she was running after Bill in the country club. I think it's funny how she needed help to put that dress on. If you haven't seen the short, it's my very last short. Even also while you're here, go on and like, comment, subscribe, share, and hype me up, baby. I never ask y'all to do that. I'm asking y'all asses today. Do that, all right? Go ahead and like me. Throw them thumbs up in the air, all right? All right, come on now. Hype me up so people can see my ass. Not my ass, but you know what I mean. See me, see the channel, so they can have a kiki because we need a damn fucking kiki today. I'm recording this on Saturday. Just found out just a couple minutes ago that another unaliving took place in Minnesota. A 51-year-old man by the brr agents. I'm trying to be careful how I say shit on here, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Lord, so I'm just here to give y'all some laughter. That's all I can do. I ain't here to report the news. I'm just here to give you a little kiki and a smile for a pretend make believe damn soap opera show. That's all I'm doing. Okay. So let's do that. Let me give you my good hour and have fun. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and get this party started in 5, 4, 8, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, one, girl, one. Push. Here, you can have mine. This is Jacob and Naomi sitting together at one of the booths at Orphe Jeans. It looks like he's giving her something that his coffee or something like that to share with his wifey. You were tossing and turning all night, he says. She says, thanks, babe. I don't know how you didn't sleep well, girl. Knowing you and Chelsea are safe and didn't inherit the gene variant had me out like a light. You should read between the lines, Jacob. So she was like, she didn't really say yay or nay. He was like, okay, got it. I guess that means we're not completely out of the woods yet, huh? You're right, she says. Oh yeah, you're still worried about your mammy and the possibility of her someday having cancer. She says, how would you feel if the variant was still a threat? Well, if I were Danny, he says, relieved, I hope. I would try to stress less and try to put all of my energy and focus in taking good care of myself. I'm just glad that you in the clear and we ain't got to worry about that shit while he's holding on to her hand. Come on, Naomi, tell him. Jacob, don't tell her about the case because if you do, she's not gonna tell you shit. Jacob, I and that damn waitress came up there, damn it, and want to ask them, do they want anything else? Girl, I could have played that part. Ah, you know what? We'll just take the check, please, Jacob tells the waitress. Oh, shit. She says, already? You going to work this early, man? Yeah, I got to sign a new case, and it's got a lot of new moving pieces, so I got to read up on that shit. God almighty. You know she ain't going to tell him now, because now she's thinking that everything that everybody else got going on, she don't want to have them worried about her, because he wouldn't have taken that whole new case if he knew that she still had that variant. Damn. I can't afford to get caught off guard right now, you know. Sounds major, she says. He says, it is. What about you, baby? You all right? You good? I don't have to read the second, he says. Actually, there is something that I wanted to talk to you about. Okay. That damn waitress again, bring the check back. Then she want to be like, never mind. Girl, for Naomi to be so strong and so know-it-all, she don't know how to handle giving news. She's so bad at that. She says, we could just talk about the shit later, maybe with Trudy. He says, our therapist? Baby, if it's important, I could stay. What the fuck's up? Then we hear her. We're at Bill's office. I had a feeling I'd find you here. I'm thinking that he got to be daydreaming. We got Danny with the most lowest cut shirt on. It's about as low as it was as that outfit that she had on damn Articulate's reunion concert. It's low like that. He trying to be all innocent. Danny, but why are you here? So scripted. That got to it's something that either he's dreaming about or Danny's dreaming about. It's got to be Bill dreaming about that shit. Look now, you constantly popping up by here is becoming a problem, he said. Since when do you care about optics, she says. Since Tomas saw us last night, he said. Yeah, he was working late and he saw us kissing. Don't worry though, I'm on it. While he's talking, she's all climbed on top of his fucking desk. Just took a coat off, baby. She might as well put a mattress right on top of all that paperwork, honey. Worry is the last thing that's on my mind. If it's one person who can keep a dirty little secret in Fairmont Crash, she said, it is the great Bill Hamilton. How ironic is this, she says. Every moment between us has the potential to turn into the newest scandal. Fun, she says. He said, you just don't quit. No, Bill, you don't quit. Once again, you have it all. The loyal, devoted wife, waiting at your beck and call. And yet the woman who could bring your world crashing down, she's irresistible to you. Right? She says scroll, just spread all over his desk some more, leaning in. He talking about wrong. Mm. And what about that little boy toy husband of yours that you claim to be so in love with? I adore him, now and always. This has got to be a fantasy because we've had Haley show up in her fantasy. We've had Danny show up in Haley's fantasy. This has to be a fantasy, y'all. It's got to be. It's got to be Tomas standing there instead of Danny sitting on his desk. It better be. Unlike your sham of a wife, she says, we have nothing but mutual understanding and respect between us. Mm-hmm, he says, which leads me to my original question. Why the fuck are you here? If I'm not welcome, she says, kick my ass out. He says, say less. And then they just started kissing and just he laying her down on his desk. And now the bop is on. I don't like it. I'm not bopping. Child, we at the palace. Anita is in the living room. We hear that damn beep, beep, all that shit going on. Construction, men hollering outside of them damn fucking around building that damn house. The break in the cold snap has allowed Leslie's construction workers to have at it again. This is Vernon. Comes into the living room with Anita. We haven't seen them in like all week. It's good to see them on the screen again. The silver lining to the chemo cloud. I won't be here to be annoyed by that shit. Well, hopefully this will help make the appointment a little bit more tolerable. So he hands her a green book. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. Here to serve, my love. Here to serve. Well, you ready to head out? Aren't you forgetting something? When I tell you that Anita, she goes to chemo fly, I got some pants that will match what she got on. I mean, I got a shirt that will match what she got. Them pants. I bet them pants about $300 or $400. Whatever Anita Dupree wears, who her costume is Featherstone, the young lady. Anytime you try to go find what Miss Tamara Tooney had on, when you click it and you go to what they wore on TV, all of her shit is no less than $300 that she wears on her body, honey. No less. No fucking less than $300 either for and sometimes they'll break it up. Sometimes it comes as a set. Even the damn dusters that she'll be wearing, no less than $300. So he checking his pocket for keys and shit, pulled his keys out. Like, you know how you pat yourself when you're trying to, did I forget something? He said, oh, shame on me. So he grabs his wife, twirls her around, and gives her a juicy Vernie hug. Well, now, oh, Vernon, well, that is a proper send off. Send off, he says. She says, that's right. I will be attending this morning's session without you. Anita, girl, we talked about this. There is absolutely no damn way that I am letting you go to chemo alone. And that is fine with me, honey. But you would not be accompanying me this morning. And I've already arranged for your replacement. Oh my God, it's Todd. Hey, Todd. He over at Eva's, what's I call it? The rat trap. We over at the rat trap at Eva's apartment. She's bringing Todd out the closet. So that's where Todd's been in the closet. Y'all is trash. Y'all be treating Todd like that. He's a piece of trash. Hey, Todd. I just deleted you from my phone because I didn't think I was going to need you no more. I'm about to add Todd back. I miss me some Todd. Hey, Todd. So somebody's knocking on her door. She got on this super duper fucking crop. It's a crop turtleneck, long sleeve. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Now Eva always gonna have on some waist beads now. But I'm like, what the fuck this girl be wearing? Look like somebody just didn't quite finish crocheting the sweater. I mean, it's cute. That's cute. She got the body for it. She be popping her ass all over, all over damn her social media. But I tell you, that girl be dancing her ass off. But she will encourage your soul with the words. She really will. I'm gonna drop one of her videos on the short someday. She did a deep one. She always like to remind you who you are. The girl is bad, but it looked like that. What was it? The one of those commercials when I think it's like you getting your oil changed, and this lady was like, "Oh my God, I didn't finish crocheting the sweater." So you see the father got his sweater like that. Everybody's sweater's halfway crocheted because I think it's like 5 minute oil change or something like that. Because they changed it before she could finish crocheting, and that's exactly what the fuck this sweater looks like. I mean, it's cute. It's really really cute, but girl, are you cold? Are you trying to be cold or hot? Who's knocking on her door, honey? I went on and on too much about Eva. And so we got Leslie coming in backwards, but the knock was like this. I'm like, girl, what the fuck you knocking with when both of your hands are full and your booty is the first thing we see when she opened the door? So maybe she was using her foot knocking on the door. Well, anyway, she has both hands full. I guess coffee from the Bird Cafe. Is today like brown leather pant day? Because Leslie got on brown leather pants, and like I said, Anita has on brown leather pants, and I got a tan pleather shirt that I could wear with those. Today must be a very neutral colored day because that's what Eva and Leslie got on. I bet you that damn Bill's thing was a damn. I thought it was a vision. My mind cannot get off the first 5 minutes, no, first second half. Oh, I hope that's not a true thing that he was kissing all over Danny while Andre's gone. I'm so mad right now, y'all. Ugh, my hands are full. Double shot latte for you. Coffee mocha for your mocha mummy. I mean, your mocha mummy. Ow, ow, ow. She get on my nerves when she do that shit. At least I don't have no twirly whirlies in my stomach. Ow, ow, ow. Well, thank you. But why do I feel like there's something attached to this generosity? Smart girl. It's time to talk strategy, and I need you on your A game. Mama, what in the world are you plotting now? Oh, honey, you thought this was about me? Oh, no. Okay, look, Valentine's Day is in less than 3 weeks, so I need you to get ahead of it. She better not be trying to make Eva pressure Isaiah into some shit. So, what's that fine, brown-eyed stallion planning. Isaiah and I are just going with the flow, okay? We don't want to get too serious too soon. So you don't want him to show you that you're special? That you are set apart from the rest of the world? We don't need some manufactured holiday to express how we really feel about each other. Baby, men are simple creatures, okay? They need to be guided. Okay. Well, what about you? That's active. Got something romantic planned? Maybe I'm keeping my options open, Leslie said. Please don't tell me that you're holding out for dad. Baby girl, my Teddy and I are actually friends again. Next up, happily ever after. Dun 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 dun. Dummy. Dad is dating someone, dummy. Isn't this just a beautiful day? That's Shanice, baby. We are at the hospital, and this is what she says to Ashley. Ashley was like, honey, somebody's happy, and you're practically floating, girl. I'm just having a fabulous morning, Shanice says. I see, Ashley says. Does this have anything to do with a certain plastic surgeon that walks these halls, girl? Hmm? Maybe, Shanice says. Ashley digging some more, honey. So the date last night went well? The evening went well, Shanice says. Middle of the night went well. Okay. And early this morning went well. 3 times, girl, in one night. Yes. I mean, we back at the damn office, Bill Hamilton and Esquire and Associates, and he swiped all the paper off his desk, threw her ass on that desk. I'm telling you, y'all old ass men slamming these women on these damn tables like Joey did Vanessa. No, Joey did that to Vanessa. Then Nicole got slammed all against the wall. Now Danny's ass is slamming on the desk because she was like, boom. He was like, Danny, oh Vanessa, Danny, oh Bill, oh Bill, yes, Bill, oh yes, Bill. Oh, he turned around. Tomas was standing right there. Are you all right? Damn. Caroline said, did you wanted to see me? It is a party, yes. We see Danny walk into Uptown with her bestie Pammy. Hey, Pam. Oh, I have been dying to do that ever since I heard the news, Pam said. So they are so happy to see each other. Thank God that was a damn fantasy. Because I would have been so disappointed if Danny was sprawled all over Bill's desk like that. Damn. Bill only wants Danny because he loves her, but he only wants her because Andre has her. He didn't want her prior to Andre. So y'all stop that. Although we know it's inevitable that they will be together, but I don't think that he will ever, ever, ever be monogamous or committed to her. He won't ever. Because he never has, y'all. I know what y'all saying, what y'all want, but Bill has never been committed to this girl. I guess when they first met, but when he started getting that power, babe, he wanted every Kit Kat in the damn alleyway, you know? Oh, honey, the universe is smiling down on you, my dear. I am internally grateful that my girls won't have to face that cursed gene and they can live their lives freely, Danny said. Okay, so we see Mona and Jan in the background. Hey, Mona. Hey, Jan. Like I told y'all, I'm liking that they're cross character that they're doing on these scenes lately. I noticed that the yesterday's, whatever the previous episode, they've been doing a lot of cross character scenes. I like it. So what is Pam saying now? Oh, I'm so sorry I wasn't free to celebrate with you last night, dear. Don't even, Danny says, honey, someone had to keep the uh, Dupree Curtis agency alive. Girl, thank you for handling that shit with Mignon, by the way. Could you believe that she took off her red bottoms and threw them at another model? Girl, I can believe that shit because I've done it. Danny. They should show like a old vignette of how Danny was back in the day and how wild she was. That would be so dope. I can really teach a master class on learning from your mistakes. All of which had led to the thoughtful, well-rounded woman you are today. So, did you just have a quiet evening in? Come on, Danny. I know Pam is the only one you can be real with. So tell us what's going on, Danielle, please. Something like that, Danny says. Let's get some mimosas, shall we? Donnie, because she can tell that Danny is avoiding. What did you do? I saw Bill. Oh, it's Sharon. Hey, Sharon. We're back at the palace, and Vernon gives Sharon a hug. Good to see you, Sharon. Oh, Vernon, hi. I'll tell you, Sharon has really gotten classy, honey. It's amazing how they couldn't stand each other, but now Sharon is the first person that Anita will call. Anita's lost some weight. She's going to be committed to this character. We're going to see her change a lot because when they were showing the older episodes when they first started, she was a little bit thicker than she is now. Have y'all seen Vanessa Williams? Go find her on her page, y'all. I guess she's on this weight loss journey. She looks horrible. She's like Latoya Jackson's thin. She looks a mess. It ain't. I mean, I've lost weight, but I ain't trying to be like that. Like that. I take it that you are my stand-in for today, Vernon says. That's right, honey. That's right. We are overdue for some girl time, Sharon said. I'm just so happy that my girl took me up on my offer, she says. Um Tracy will be performing here in Charlotte around Valentine's Day weekend. I might go see her and take another picture with her. We'll see. We'll see. It depends on what my boo got planned. Y'all probably like, y'all should go together. Look, we go the jazz place that we going to, we already going twice in March for his birthday month. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But I might go over there and see it. But I just wanted my first picture and only picture. I was fine with that, and I put it all on my page, all on my post. If you don't know, y'all go look at. If you're new, go look at my one of my old posts, and I took a picture with the incomparable Maria Howell. She lives here in my city in Charlotte, and she performs at a local jazz spot called Middle C. She does it maybe once. The last time she was there for December, so she's coming back in February. So she comes like about every other month. And I had taken a picture with her. So, and I told her that I was a fan and I reviewed the show, that I'm also trying to be on the show. I don't know, but just was just happy to have that moment to take a picture with her. So, yeah, it was cool. So Anita asks Vernon, does he mind that Sharon is going? He was, oh, no, no, not at all, not at all. There's very few people I wouldn't trust with my wife's well being, and you're one of them. I'm sure you both have a lot to catch up on. Yes, we do, Anita said. So I called Martin and asked him to meet you at the club. I reserved your favorite squash court and I made sure your table was ready for breakfast afterwards. So you won't be here worried about me. Well, hell, I guess there is nothing else for me to say but yes, dear. I'll be right here when you return. Oh, no, 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 honey. You don't have to sit around waiting for me. Go on and enjoy your day. He just looked at her. She said what he said. Yes, dear. So they hug each other and I love you, I love you. Thanks, Sharon. Call me if you need anything at all, okay? I will, Sharon says. So we're at damn, I'm telling you, at Orphe Jeans, everybody's there today. So soon as Isaiah come up in there, morning Hawthorns. Morning yourself, Hawthorne, Naomi says. Every time she want to tell him, everybody just come interrupting. He's like, wow, man, I would ask if y'all wanted to split a stack of pancakes with me. It looks like I'm a little late to the party. Yeah, we're just finishing up. Well, you are welcome to join us, Naomi says. I'm on Naomi. Jacob was just leaving anyway. Wait. I thought you said that you wanted to talk. It's no biggie, baby. It can wait. And I want to hear, she looks up at Isaiah because he's so tall. I want to hear how Banneker's going. Are they going to ever show a classroom scene? They need to. Like, they need to budget. The budget is decent. Go ahead and create like a little classroom or give Isaiah like an office at Banneker so we can be on campus. Come on, y'all. Don't be just talking about the shit. Be about the shit. So Isaiah was like sis-in-law, so he pushes down Jacob over so he could scoot the fuck over. Man, it's amazing, sis-in-law. It's amazing. Man, the ones who left home to come and study here remind me how much courage it takes to chase a dream. That is so true. And I'm chasing mine each and every day. And the local kids, they just glad that they made it to be back. Yeah, I am so happy that you found your calling, Isaiah, Naomi says. I'm happy for you too, bro. I know it hasn't been that easy since your ass been back. Especially with Pops. That's what he really trying to say, sis. Now, it's not exactly like I'll be following the family's footsteps. When they gonna bring the third bro there? I can't wait to see how fine he gonna be. Come on, bring that third Hawthorne. What's his name? Jacob, Isaiah, and Esau. Is that those are biblical names? If y'all church folk, y'all know about Jacob, Esau, and Isaiah. What's the third brother name? Put it in the comments below. I can't remember that baby name. Child, if the no, I don't think that the brother is the impaler. Is the brother the impaler? Impaler is the person who around there selling stealing blood plasma. You think it's the brother? That'd be trip, wouldn't it? That'd be some bull. Oh, being a cop doesn't mean automatic approval, Jacob said. I've practically done everything that motherfucker told me to do, and he still gives me damn grief. He sure do, cause you know the tea. When you didn't know the tea when your cup was empty, you was the golden son, the golden child. But now you know the tea. Oh yeah, he and your oh man, I didn't even know he was like you. Isaiah says, Pop's golden boy. I just said it, and I say the golden child. Yes, you're the golden son. It's because Jacob knows the tea. What you got to do to survive in that damn precinct. They got to sprinkle a little dirt in there somewhere. Jacob was like, yeah, right, whatever. I ain't no golden boy. Yes, you is. He keeps questioning everything, like my decision making, my judgment. It's like he don't trust my ass. Isaiah was like, yeah, man, growing up, you literally could do no wrong. Wow. Yeah, I could tell. I could definitely tell. Pop's tripping. If Pop is tripping like that, something must have changed. It did, boy. It did. It did. It definitely did. And you know my outfit was on point for the club, honey, which was stunning. We're at the hospital, and this is what Shanice is telling Ashley about what happened night before. Yeah, like it's like I've been there for events, but nothing compares to the luxury of feeling like it was tailored just for us. Damn, talk about a white club experience. Ashley says, "Oh, girl, it was perfect until Nicole walked in with Carlton. Shut up, girl. I mean, I would have been mortified." Ashley says. I mean, I can tell she was completely blindsided, Shanice said, which I understand, but I wanted to give her a heads up, but I never got the chance to. So how does she act, girl? Exactly the way you expect, honey. The picture of Grace. Nicole Dupree, honey, is a class act, Shanice. Wow, Ashley says, I want to be like her when I grow up. I mean, man, hanging out with Derek ever since our breakup teeters between slightly tense and a hot, bumbling mess. Some people are just better as being exes than others, and that is so true. I can vouch for that. Shanice says that Nicole's ass wasn't even bothered about us being on a date with Ted. In fact, she wished us all a good night. So I used to do that a lot with Turtleneck Ted. I would push Nicole aside and pretend that we were Nicole. So this particular kid Ted is charming us. I mean that whole night was good. I just didn't like the fact that they weren't kissing. It's just that illusion. I can see. I'm very technical when it comes to shit like this. I mean, you don't have to have a real deep eye to see it. But the way that damn Carlton was biting on Nicole's lip, Ted was nowhere near Shanice's lip. I think she has in her contract that she would not be kissing him. I just have to think, or he won't be kissing her, or something. As long as they bring the passion on the screen, I guess it worked. But it didn't work for me because they didn't kiss. She said, but her and Colton didn't stay too much longer. He probably wanted to go get something to eat just to have a lot of respect for Ted. Yeah, he ate something, girl. He did a little nibble, just like you. Yeah, you did your nibbling. So did Carlton and Nick. So Ashley was like, wait a minute, was Ted thrown? Was he nervous? Oh, honey. Shanice was like, girl, he was completely unfazed. I mean, Ted was determined to make sure that I knew that I was the priority. Totally attentive for the rest of the date, Shanice says. And Ashley was like, well, afterwards too, apparently. Well, I mean, Shanice is like, I mean, so guess who we see on the screen, baby? You see his handsome face, Grayson. And so Ashley was like, hey. He was like, hey, beautiful. You got a break anytime soon? He said. She's like, oh, damn. I got to check on. Oh, honey, no. Oh, well, look at that. Shanice just cuts her off. Actually, she has a break coming up right now, actually. Yeah. He says, coffee. Let's do it, Ashley says. Oh my God. So yeah, Shanice did get a text from Ty, and he says, "I'll be in my practice today, but I'm hoping to see that smile later." And the next scene we hear Eva talking about, "Nah, nah, nah, we're not doing that, Mama." Eva, I give your ass a name, and next thing I know, you off digging into your magic box full of wigs and damn trench coats. Eva's a mess. Michael Parms said something in from the last video that's really, really interesting. Thank you, Mr. Parms. He said, "What if Ashley's new guy, Grayson, is the impaler?" Because all of a sudden, this whole new blood plasma ring just came up when he came around. So, what if he's the impaler? Because he does have a lot of access to the labs and the blood and everything like that at the hospital. So, what do y'all think? I'm like, damn, that is a good angle. That could be something that could be true. So we're gonna keep one eye open on damn Grayson. Oh, I know who it is, Leslie says. It is that trifling Nurse Ratched. See, I already peeped her ass. I'm my man, right? Just a nasty little two-faced Jezebel acting like she likes peaches. Mama, please don't be getting fixated on this shit, okay? Look what happened when I finally let Tomas go instead of fighting for a man who wanted somebody else. I found my own happiness. Baby girl, that is the difference between you and me. Baby, you've moved on from an unrequited love. Now you are telling me to abandon my soulmate. Girl, you've been having your legs spread with Marcel. No, I am begging you to not go up to that hospital and cause a scene. I mean, think about it. You can ruin the friendship that you and Dad have already if you upset her. You don't want that, right? Honey, I am not thinking about going up to that damn hospital, okay? Leslie always looks that damn girl in her eyeballs and lie to her every time. I mean, come on, that trifling heifer cannot hold a candle to your mammy. He refuses to see me as a professional. We are back at Orphe Jean's, and this is Jacob talking to his wife and his bro about how Elon treats him. He keeps going on and on about lack of experience, but how the fuck am I supposed to get that if he keeps my ass on the bench? I mean, babe, I thought you said you just got a case, Naomi says. I mean, you sounded excited about it. I am. But I basically had to beg for that shit, even though it was my lead to begin with. Oh, come on, Naomi says. I mean, you're the chief of police's son. If Elon is real careful about what he assigned you to, boo, I'm sure it's a reason for it. Like what? I mean, if he kept throwing you major investigations all the time, don't you think the other detectives might be a little jelly? Or even feel resentful toward their boss or you? She got a point, Isaiah says. I mean, Pops, he might just be trying to protect his rep and his youngin' at the same time. Oh, shut up, Isaiah. Because Isaiah kind of hit him a little bit. He said, "Look, I got a simpler theory for you," Isaiah said. Despite his flaws, I mean, and the man got many, he got love for you, bro. If your ass is always trying to rear up for dangerous cases, it's probably just him trying to keep you safe. Nah, man, there's always a possibility of danger anytime you go undercover. Undercover? Naomi says. Wait. Your ass is going undercover for this case? Babe, relax. Your man know what the fuck he doing. So he looks at his phone. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta bounce. Can't give the boss any reasons to pull up on me, to pull me from the case, too. That's a great job of simplifying the language in paragraph 13. We're back at Bill Hamilton and Associates, and he's talking with Tomas about how the great job that he did on Lynette's case file. I'm sure the Hendersons have questions. Wasn't Lynette, it's the Hendersons. Part of clients' care is making sure that they feel considered throughout the litigation process. Precisely, Bill says. That shows me that the way that you approach work like that keeps me impressed by you, Tomas. You kissing his ass, Bill, because you know he saw y'all last night. Oh, no problem, boss. It's all part of the gate. No, I mean it, Tomas. You've been my eyes and ears when I really needed it. And you did have demonstrated real leadership and maturity and over the last few months, especially when I had my stroke and when I had to pivot when Chelsea was missing. So I appreciate the dedication. It's important to me that you know that I've got your back in and out of the courtroom. Is that right? Bill said. You can rest assured that I have no intention of jeopardizing my future at this firm. Bill says, then I guess it's settled. So he got up and went to his little bar over there in the corner. What is you doing, Bill? A little early in the day, no? So he pours a glass for him and he pours a glass of something for Tomas. What you get ready to promote him so he can be quiet, Bill? Is that how people become partner there? Okay. Well, I think the moment calls for it, Bill says. And Tomas was like, what are we toasting? Your promotion, junior partner. Wow. It'll be non equity, of course, but I'm sure you'll be happy with your new compensation package. Junior fucking partner. Just because he was peeking through the blinds. I'll have it, Caroline, email your ass everything over. Thank you, Bill. You won't regret it. So he do a clink of glasses and Bill looking at his ass like, uh-huh. Got my thumb on your neck, boy. The hold this man has over you, Danny. We're back at Uptown, and that is Pammy talking to Danny about Billy. It is not what you're thinking, Daddy says. Bill has been so supportive since Mother's diagnosis and mine. It's a side of him that have haven't gotten to see very often. Oh well, that does make sense to me. You can always count on a fixer to be good in a crisis, Pammy said. It's the long haul where the many weaknesses come to the forefront. I went to his office, girl, with pure intentions to thank him and show gratitude with his favorite takeout. And we laughed and we reminisced and we talked about the past. It was nice. Hmm. That's all that happened. I kissed him. There it is. You're like a moth to the flame, Danny. How many times are you going to willingly get burned? It wasn't like a passionate longing, girl. It was nostalgia. It was remembering a man that I loved dearly and showing him appreciation. That's it. It wasn't the two of you falling back into your usual dysfunctional pattern, was it? Okay, look, girl, let me say it like this, okay? If I was addicted to Bill Hamilton, this isn't one drink is too many and 1,000 are never enough. No, no, no. This was me picking up the drink, sipping it, and putting it down and walking away for good. I hope to God that you mean that, Danny, because you have tortured yourself at the hands of Bill Hamilton long enough. For Danny to be as strong as she is so weak to him. I guess every strong person, especially if they appear to be strong, there's a weakness there. There is a weakness. So we see Mona and Jan. So Mona tells Jan, "Girl, you have raised a responsible adult girl. Trust her to make her own decisions." I could, girl, if it was completely out of character for her ass, Jan said. She's been through a lot lately, breaking up with Derek and then pouring out her heart to Andre only to get rejected. She told me she was going to focus on herself and her career for a while. Mona was like, honey, maybe she changed her mind. Huh, jumping headfirst into a fling with a man that she hardly even knows. The more we talking about this, like Jan's spidey senses is going off, which is weird. So I'm no. That whole theory that Michael Parham said has me thinking about this Grayson character. All of a sudden, he's a lab tech, and then now we have this ring of blood plasma just being, paid off all over the place. Now, there's an underlying storyline of Grayson's story is that he has a sick mother, and we all know that probably his salary as a basic lab tech is not going to be enough to take care of his mom, their living expenses, everything that they need, and whatever her health challenges are, it's not enough. So it would make sense that if he's there to do that, to use the money that he gets to take care of his mom as well as live this undercover lifestyle that he's over. He looks like he can have an attitude. One of y'all out there told me that he used to be on one of the shows, like one of the uh soap operas, and he played a SOB. He can be mean as fuck. So that does make a lot of sense that Grayson has this really kind, charming demeanor when it comes to Ashley, but he can be a son of a bitch when it comes to fucking around with his money, his monyon. Which one of y'all told me out there that he was like an asshole? Somebody one of y'all told me that. Cause I'm like I just kept sounding like something about him. He's just too well damn charming for me. It's like something about him just ain't clicking. Either he likes a lot of women or something. But this whole blood plasma, him being a lab tech, shit, is something going on, and that could be it. Jan continues and talks about she don't even recognize Ashley right now. Ashley, like, look, I'm having a good time with this man. Let me have some fun. We'll keep seeing what they're talking about. Basically, Jan is probably just really worried about her daughter. Mona's gonna give her like some words of encouragement. That's about it. I don't think it's gonna be that deep. But they both are deep women. So if they say something, I'ma say something. So Mona was like, honey, you're a mama. It's your job to worry, but it's also your job to let Ashley learn from her experience, okay? So, what did she tell you about the new guy? She didn't, because Jan came in there like a Russian mighty wind, didn't even give the girl a chance to even talk about it. She said, well, see, that's the fucking thing. She didn't even tell me. She tried to hide it, proving that she knows that I wouldn't approve of his ass. Now, I love that little necklace she got. Y'all know I'm a chakra type of girl. I have my chakra necklace on. So I love that necklace that she's wearing. Hopefully I can find it. See, then she tells Mona, if Derek hadn't mentioned it to me, Ashley would still be sneaking around with some stranger. This girl is a grown ass woman who has a box. You ain't putting out one dime in that box of hers. You just might bring over some spaghetti every now and then, but this girl is grown, real grown. That man has been over there more probably this past 2 weeks than you were, and you was on a boat on a cruise meeting Owen. Mona was like, "Wait the fuck a minute, wait a second. How is any of this shit any of Derek's business?" So we're back at Orphe Jeans, and Ashley and Grayson are there. So we find out that he's a cat person. Yeah. So he says, well, usually the scratches I have on my skin and the white hair all over my clothes normally gives it away. But yeah. She says, well, they are a passionate bunch of animals, aren't they? So he says, do you have one? She says, no, no, I don't. Well, not yet. She's like, what's your cat's name? So his cat's name is Darcy, like in Pride and Prejudice. That's some type of connection. So Ashley was like, oh, so he's stuck up. So Grayson says he's royalty. I just pay rent in his palace. So Darcy is in control of his house. And Lord have mercy. While they're sitting there talking, Derek limps in. Shit. So she's laughing. She says, sounds about right. And Derek walks right up and says, so what are we laughing at? No hi, no what's up, no it's good to see you again, none of that. Just so what are we laughing at? Hey, she says, hey Ash, how's it going? He just sits down, invites himself down at their chair. And Grayson is like, this mother. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think I caught your name. Put his hand out. I'm Derek. Grayson was like, Grayson. Did he shake his hand? Let me see. He didn't even shake his hand. Good. Um, Derek, Grayson works with me at the hospital. Yeah, yeah, Derek says. Yeah, we crossed paths at the hospital the other day. Yeah, you said that you worked at the lab, right? He's so phony. Oh, I can't stand Derek. Derek, you petty. Yes, Grayson says. You got a real fucking good memory. So, so what's up, Derek? Fuck, did nobody invite you to sit down? Is there something I can help you with? We are back at the hospital. And this is Leslie at the nurse's station. Yeah, you can keep your claws out of what's mine. Bitch, Ted ain't yourn. Ted, come from out from where the practice is. Well, no, Shanice can handle her own. Let's see what the fuck they gonna talk about. I can't wait to hear this shit. Excuse me? Shanice says. Talking about keeping her claws of what's hers. I already told you once, but clearly you are hard-headed as hell. You know what, girl? I don't have time for this, Shanice says. And yes, well, what I have to say is quick. You've been clinging on to Ted, thinking that you can have what doesn't belong to you. But I'm here to give your ass one last reminder. Come on, girl. Go ahead and threaten her so we can go ahead and have Shanice call the cops on your ass for threatening her. Back off. I heard your little threat the first time, girl, and guess what? I don't give a fuck then, and I sure don't give a fuck now. Go ahead, Shanice. Ooh, look at Miss Nurse Ratchet all ready to fight. You may be Ted's baby mama, but that was decades ago, girl. And it seems as though you're already the only one not over it. You really are the only one that's not over it. Like I said, that was decades. At least 2 decades ago. 20 plus. And you still is around here like he's yours. Decades. Girl, we made sweet, sweet love just months ago. Come on, Shanice. What you gonna tell her, girl? Well, we did it last night, bitch. Let me see. I gotta push play. Now look, he's a man, and I know he may have needed a release. But no, that's what you'll always and forever will be. A warm body. Shanice, don't let that bitch get in your head. Please don't. We created a life, and you will never be able to compete with that. One thing's true, honey, Shanice says. You're definitely on a break from reality. Ooh, she says, I'll show you my reality once I drag your ass across this tile by your fucking scalp. See, you're making threats. Your ass need to leave before I have security escort you to the psych ward. And we have some pretty big guys on duty today, so it's your call, honey. We'll pick this up later when you won't see me coming. Didn't I tell you that she looked Eva right in her fucking eyes and told her that she wasn't going by the hospital? She always looks Eva in the eye. She looked her flat footed in the eye and she always lies to that girl every day, every minute, every second, every. She gonna definitely try to run over Shanice. Shanice gonna survive that. This time she fucking with the wrong one. PT is going great and my legs. We're back at Orphe Jesus. This is old desperate ass Derek talking to Grayson and Ashley like they give up. And my legs are getting stronger by the day, he says. So, what's up with you two? Really? Like Mona says, what does this have anything to do with Derek's business? Any fun plans for the weekend, he says? She's like, actually, I was hoping to catch a movie with Grayson. Grayson was like, oh, that's right. Yes, right. What are we gonna watch? Sci-fi? Thriller? What are we doing? Ashley says, either or maybe even both. I don't know. It's more about the company, she says. He was like, well, we should probably be heading back to work, he says. See, he's very cool and calm and unassuming. Derek don't know who he fucking with. I really do believe that he's the impaler. I really do. So she's like, yeah, you're right, but do you mind just giving me a second? I'll meet you outside. He looks at Derek and says, of course. He goes outside. Ashley finna light him up. What the hell, Derek? He's talking about what? Don't play fucking dumb. You just tried to ruin my date. I thought we agreed to be friends. I was being friendly, he says. Motherfucker. That was deliberate sabotage. And now I finally found out how my mother knew that I was dating someone. Yo ass. Yeah, I might have mentioned a little something to Jan, but I assume she knew. Unbelievable, she says. So she grabs her little shawl, the one with the little fringes on, and she leaves. Leaves him there at the table by himself. So we're back at Uptown, and Mona is saying, honey, I don't understand how any of this is any of his damn business. She's been reckless, Mona. Doesn't know anything about this man. Girl, you didn't know Owen. Where he's from, what his family's like. This is Jan says. And Mona was like, honey, like mother, like daughter. Oh, I know that you're not trying to compare my relationship with Owen to Ashley's whatever with whomever. Yes, it's the same shit. You and Owen have only met recently, but you believe he's the one, Mona said. I've been singing a very long time, honey, which means I know exactly what I'm looking for and can recognize it when I see it. There's a difference, honey. Mona was like, so you think Ashley doesn't know what she wants right now? I think that she's on a rebound right now and is going with whatever feels good in the moment. And that scares me. Pam, there is nothing to worry about. We're at the other table in Orphe Jeans, and this is Danny trying to reassure, quote unquote, Pam. Who are you trying to convince, her, us, or yourself, Danny? Because we don't believe you. I ended the kiss, girl. I don't want him back. Did Bill want to go further? As far as I could tell, he was willing to go as far as I was. Which tells me everything. Danny, you were never the problem in your marriage. It was that manipulative, philandering dog. He's gotten everything that he said that he wanted, and he still wants more. Can't you see that? What does it have to do with our kiss? I'm gonna tell you, Danny. Girl, Just girl, we was around here ducking pow pows because of your crazy ass. You was drinking every day. You was around there slapping people, tearing up offices. People were worried about your ass. They almost put you in jail. And now you still are like, so what is it is time, my darling, for you to let yourself off the hook for your marriage failing. Finally and absolutely. There's nothing you could have done to prevent the last year of your life. You're right, girl. And Bill leaving gave me what I never knew I needed: real freedom and the man I deserved all along. I know it's silly to be this head over heels for someone my age. Girl, it ain't, girl. I'm head over heels. And my head over heels started almost 6 years ago. So yeah, honey, I was 50. So but Andre, he's just everything. Then don't ruin it. Bill has put you through hell and back. You deserve to be with a man who loves and respects you. Okay, we're at the chemo with the girls, meaning Anita and Sharon. And Anita asks Sharon, Sharon, what are you knitting? Wasn't it funny that earlier in the scene, in the episode, I mentioned about how Eva's sweater was like halfway knitted. She used to say, girl, I'm knitting the other half of Eva's sweater. That would have been cool. But anyway, what she's knitting is something red. She's like, I'm not too sure yet, but it would have been dope if she said, honey, knitting the other half of that child's sweater so she won't be showing so much skin. It's cold. She says, I don't know, a throw, only time will tell. I don't know how to knit because I could never use those things, but I know how to crochet. I used to love making like hats and blankets. Like crocheting is so relaxing and stress free. Does anybody out there know how to knit or crochet or even sew? Let me know in the comments below. Even men, if you know how to knit, crochet, or sew, I would love to know what other skills and talents my rascals got out there. But I do know how to crochet. I haven't done it in a long time, but I used to buy like threads, like the yarns, like in buckets. Cause like if you go to a Goodwill, people are always donating. Like back in early 2000s, whatever, you can go there and find like a tub full of yarn. Like if you go to damn Walmart and get yarn, baby, you will be spending like $20. Well, maybe I'll say half that, $10. But when you go to Goodwill, they would throw all of these yarns in like this big old tub, and you would spend $10 on all these different colored yarns and stuff. So I used to love to get my yarns from Goodwill. It was such a fun, relaxing time. I just don't have time to do it right now, but yeah, I used to love it. So Sharon keeps talking. She says, maybe what I'm making right now will land in your Christmas stocking this year, girl. Thank you, but no thank you, girl. After I go through this, I don't want to see anything chemo related again. If I get through this. Girl. We are not doing that, Sharon says. Life is in the power of the tongue. It sure is. You know that. Oh, honey, I know. But does cancer know it? Oh, cancer's tough, Sharon says, but my best friend's tougher. Honey, she once chased this girl down Mag Mile, honey, because she tried to swipe our silk scarf from a music festival and got them back. Honey, my mother stayed up all night long working on those scars for us. Anita Dupree, honey, you are going to survive this thing, Sharon said. Say it with me, Sharon says. Sharon, please. I need to talk about this honestly. And I just can't do that with Vernon. I can't do it with my family. And it's just too difficult for them. Okay, Sharon says. Let's do it. She puts down a yarn and needle. Let's play worst case scenario. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dominate the conversation. That is Jan talking to Mona. Mona's like, girl, what you talking about, girl? We are back at Uptown with the girls. I want to hear about how things are going with Six is Santa, Jan says. Because remember, Mona had mentioned that the Santa at Winterfest was hitting on her, talking about he wanted to take her home as a gift. Shit, Mona was like, honey, not great. Shit, I thought that Randy was flirting with Mona. Y'all remember a long time ago when Mona had went to the hole in the wall and Randy was flirting with her. I was like, oh shit, come on now. Chocolate on chocolate. I see y'all. Oh, she said it's fizzling out. I guess it wasn't meant to be. So she was like, oh, too bad, Jan says. But Owen does have a brother, girl. You want me to get his info? Oh, girl, don't worry about me, Mona says. Maintaining the codes and making sure I'm right with the Lord keeps me plenty busy, girl. That's very honorable, Jan says. But me, girl, honey, I need a little more earthly satisfaction, if you get my drift. Honey, I get it just fine, Mona says. So they get up, get ready to go. So we're back at the table with Pammy and Danny, and Pamela says, our WNBA star is killing it. Playing in front of thousands clearly is doing wonders for her confidence. Astrid's attitude definitely commands the space, but she does really do need to work on her angles. So they're just talking about Dupree business, the modeling agency, blah blah blah. And we see, like I said, Mona and Jan skedaddle. So they just went, talked a little bit about the young girl. They have Zoom meetings with their models and just see how that goes, but they might have to work on her more anyway. Now they're working on a fragrance ad, and so they have to think about who's going to do that. Hopefully, Danny will. Well, it sounds like it's going to be Isaiah. I'm sorry. So whatever this fragrance is it's a masculine fragrance. They need somebody who's going to be tall with strong, unique features. And of course, Isaiah comes into Uptown, and so Pam says, "Him, Isaiah, you better model. Yeah, you can do Banneker. Yeah, but your ass better go do that fragrance ad." That's Jacob's little brother Isaiah, Danny says. Oh, good. You already know him. Do you think he might be interested in modeling? He just got back to town, Danny says. It wouldn't hurt to ask. So Eva comes in with her long green fur around the edges coat, gives him a kiss. So Danny was like, well, I guess we're to ask him another time when his tongue ain't quite occupied, girl. I cannot believe that Derek was that bold enough to do some shit like that. We're back at the hospital, and that is Ashley talking with Shanice about the bullshit stuff that Derek just pulled. Really? Derek, the same guy who pretended to be paralyzed because he thought it would surprise you romantically. This is what Shanice tells him. So, yeah, same guy, same tricks, different day. So Ashley was like, his ass need to get a life or a woman or something real quick. Well, it ain't like he ain't had a chance, Shanice says. Remember that firefighter no, I remember Jen. Here I go. Teach Jazz, you got it, girl. I did it. I almost finished the whole video without saying her name, her real name. So yeah, he can go on and tap the firefighter with, Cheryl. That's right. That was her name. That was her name. Yeah. He was like, that's right. He should go out with her. Oh my God, Shanice, you should tell him to call her. Why? Let it happen, y'all. Yeah, I hate when people try to force shit. It just gets on my nerve. Oh my Lord. Shanice was like, now you know I'm not the one to meddle in anybody else's business. That girl always say that shit. Oh, come on, Shanice. You guys have your own friendship. And he would totally take it better coming from you. Okay, fine, Shanice says. But only because I'm in such a good mood today. I wonder why. I owe you one, Ashley says. So we see Shanice walks past the elevator and goes to, I guess, check on some rooms. And so the elevator door dings and it's Naomi. And she sees her bestie. Hey, Naomi, I wasn't expecting you today, Ashley says. Are you here for your test results? Ashley says, no, I got those a couple of nights ago. So she looked in her best friend's eyes and she could see. She can see. So she comes from behind the nurse's desk. And so she said, come on, let's go over here. Well, Ashley says, I have it. I have the same variant that mom and grand has. And so that means my chances of getting certain types of cancers are increased. Thank God. I'm happy that she's told Ashley. But Ashley, she keeps pretty good secrets. But I'm happy that she told Ashley. Somebody, at least somebody. So, oh, Ashley gave her a hug. She said, I'm so sorry. Look, I know that you've done your own research, okay? But I have to say this. Just because you have the gene, that does not mean that you're automatically going to get this disease. Yeah, I know. I know you know, girl, Ashley says. But do you believe it? A lot of best friends today. Don't y'all notice that? We have them, yeah, Ashley and Naomi, Pammy and Danny, Mona and Jan. I think that's it. Eva and her mammy, Eva and Isaiah. But a lot of bestie conversations today. I think it's cool. So Naomi is like, I'm still trying to process it. So Ashley asks her the big question: How did your family take it? I haven't told them yet. Okay, it's been a couple of nights, girl. You told Jacob though, right? He doesn't know either. And I really appreciate if this just stayed between us, Naomi says, girl. Ashley was like, girl, I am so confused. Why would you hide something like this? Oh, that's right, and Anita and Sharon. So, those are the other two besties. Because she doesn't want her grandmother to stress. You know how frantic Danny was acting, and now that Jacob got this damn assignment, she don't want to be a distraction. That's all it's about. It's about everybody else but her. But she got to make, but she's got to change her way of eating. She's got to, it's a lot of things that she's got to change and work through, and it's gonna be noticeable. Anyway, Anita says, I've been well, we're back at the chemo session at the hospital. In the other room, I've been researching estate planners after Vernon goes to sleep. I want my ducks in a row. I don't want him have to worry about wills and finances and arrangements. I'm working on something, y'all, to help share some information out there with my, especially people who are my age and older. Everybody needs this, but I'm working on something. It ain't nothing to shove down your throat. It's just something to know. But I'll let y'all know eventually when the time comes. All right? Because y'all already know I'm in life insurance. So don't be about that bullshit. Okay? Everybody need to have something in writing. Because if you don't, the state will take it from your kids. So don't be giving nobody like, girl, I'm going. No, it's got to be in writing. It has to be official. It has to be notarized. You can do it. That's something I'm working on, and I will let y'all know what it is when I get to that point. But this is just a drop. It's amazing that she mentioned this today. So when I get it, you'll know. All right. All right. Back to the show. And this ain't. I ain't trying to be no life insurance agent. So don't even try it. Because you got to go through so many states and licenses and certifications and what is it, contracts and appointment. I ain't got none of it. I ain't doing none of that. This is just information purposes only and stuff that you need. Because unfortunately, with people losing their health insurance this year, there's going to be a lot of unfortunate things that's going to happen, and you need to have your shit in order. You got to. You hear me? You got to have your shit in order. If you don't already have it, you have to have it in order, or your family will be here suffering. And I'm going by experience. Not by what I heard, is by what I fucking know. When my dad died, we couldn't find shit. He didn't want us to know about it. Well, he told us about some paperwork, but we couldn't find nothing. He didn't tell us where nothing was. That's the reason why I got into life insurance back in 2007, 2008. I wanted to learn about it, and I know it. It's like second nature for me. So that's the reason why our community is, and then this is not to discount anybody else, but a lot of people don't like to talk about preparing for the afterlife because y'all think we trying to kill y'all asses off soon. No, that's not it. You got to know what's going on, and your family will be left here with your bills. You got all this money in your bank account, and when damn people know that you passed on, they're not gonna let them people have your money. They're gonna freeze that account and pay all of the debtors that they owe. Y'all think just because you die, your bills die? Hell no. Whew, let me get off my soapbox. But this is just a good pin in. This is put a pin in it, y'all. Put a pin in this. Please, I beg of you. You've got to have your get your house in order. Hashtag Dorothy Nor no Dottie Peoples. Get your house in order. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna be affecting people this year because health insurances and people are gonna have to determine whether they want to put gas in their car or they're gonna need their money, but use that money to get their medicine. And the medicine's going to be sky high and they won't be able to afford it. So some changes got to be done, or some preparations got to be made. Point blank. I normally don't do this, but I have to do it. And it's coming. It's coming. I'll have some information for y'all soon. Soon. I'm hoping so. But once I do, I'm just going to throw it out there and you grab it if you want to. But you'll see. You'll see it. But please, this is something that's very important. Even as rich as Anita is, she says, shit, I want to make sure that Vernon ain't got to worry about that stuff. And we need to think the same way about our loved ones as well. Back to the shop. Sharon was like, girl, don't tell me you planned your own homegoing. And we don't say funeral, baby. We say homegoing. That's what I say. I don't say funeral. I say homegoing. And so Anita was like, honey, girl, I have been thinking about it. There's this company that can take your remains and mix it with this special soil and turn you into a tree, girl. It's called a living memorial, girl. Did you know about that? Sharon was like, girl, no. You see how spooky she acting? You got to really make sure that you talk and communicate with your loved ones about your arrangements because they got to know it. That's sad that Anita can't even talk to her husband about this, but she got to get it out. So I'm happy that she's talking with Sharon about that. But there's something poetic, Sharon says, about your essence still existing in the world. That is deep. My family could come visit me. That's so sweet. But the way they be building and shit around here, you put me in a tree. Shit. There's a play upon this island that the end of it is very symbolic, very all through symbolisms, but at the end, this whole family is turned into trees at the end. So it's really cute. It's a musical. Um I mean, they got Fairmont Crest, so they're not gonna be doing no shit unless Leslie come up there and dig her up. But I think that's very symbolic, though. I think that's cute. You and Tracy could come and sing while my leaves dance in the wind. Sounds kind of nice, right? Cher's like, and how is Vernon going to feel about you making all these plans behind his back? My Vernon. I didn't realize how much we've intertwined over these years until I went to Chicago for rehearsals last year. I could feel that man needing me for hundreds miles away. He has been the rhythm of the center of my soul for what feels like forever. You know, you hear about those couples who have been together a lifetime, and when one passes away, and a few days later, the other follows from a broken heart. And that's what happened with my grandparents in 1989. My grandfather passed. No, my grandmother passed first. She passed away like August or something in 89. I think that she was his second wife because my original grandmother had died when she had her youngest son bled to death back in you know how in the South, baby, she had 14 kids, and that last one, he didn't do it, but she just bled to death because they didn't treat her. Anyway, so she was a grandmother for me, but they're my mom and them step grandmama. And she died like that August. It was like August, so it was like the beginning of my freshman year of college. And by that November, he was gone. He was like, I ain't gonna be here no more. He was deuces. So that happens. That happens a lot of times. It really does. So Anita continues to say that I can't leave this earth peacefully, knowing his broken heart is because of me. Sis, a love like yours transcends space and time, Sharon said. You think that kind of soul connection, girl, just stops? No. Ooh, why is my left eye trying to leak? You will always exist within him. And yes, if this disease takes you, it will be hard on all of us. But we won't let Vernon fall through the cracks. She put a lot of emphasis on her S's, but it gives power, it gives punch, it gives a lot of punch and power and authority, you know. So yeah, might as well go all the way through with it, baby. Because we will hear you shouting down from heaven, girl, telling us to keep that man going for you and for your family that you made together. And even when enduring the deepest grief, life, it will go on, and your girls will reach incredible heights. And your grandchildren and their children will have extraordinary lives of their own because you showed them how. And we will honor everything you are, honey, till we meet again. Jesus Christ. Chills, baby, chills. Powerful. Whoever wrote this scene, Bravo to you, my brother or my sister. Bravo. Beautiful, poetic, heart wrenching, soul stirring words. And we will, whether it be that tree of yours or out there in them streets paved with gold, honey. We will, my sister. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, she put adjusts her pillow, and she, tells her to rest. She says, "When Jesus is my portion, my constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me." Yes, that's one of my favorite songs. That's all I'm gonna do. Cause y'all notice I cut back a little on the singing, not because I wanted to. It's like it's a filler, whenever I feel it. But I was not gonna let that go without me singing that. When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. I sing. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna, but I am happy. I am happy. I'm very, very happy. Yes, I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. But y'all push play. Go look on Sister Act 2, and you can hear Lauren Hill sing that with one of her friends, and it's a beautiful hymn. Yes, I sing because I'm free. His eyes on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. We're back at Uptown, and we see Eva with her midriff turtleneck sweater there with Isaiah. "Thanks for the invite." He says, "Of course. You hungry? They have a great avocado toast." "Nah, I grabbed something early at Orphy Jean's with Jacob and Naomi." "Oh, and I'm still slick full from the coffee Mama brought me earlier. So you wanted me to meet you at Uptown because foolishly listening to something my mother said." And she always do the most stupid shit. Whatever her pappy tells her to do, Eva does it, and she looks like a fool. She does the same thing whenever her mammy tells her to do something. She does it and looks like a fool every time. When the fuck does Eva ever do stuff that really makes sense to her and it comes through nice? It comes through. The only time she did it, like when she did stuff for Nicole. Nicole was the only one that really believed in her and then told her a lot of wonderful things to do. And when she did it, she was surprised that she was great at it. But I tell you, when it's personal like this, she does not use good judgment at all. "We can go if you want to." He was like, "Oh, your place?" He said, "Okay, let's go work up an appetite." Y'all know what that means. So Danny and Pammy are still watching him. She's like, "Oh my God, we're losing him." Danny says, "Don't you worry, girl. I'll track him down." She gives this old crazy wide smile. So we're back at the hospital and we see Naomi talking with her bestie, Ashley, and she says, "When I got the result, Mom was standing right there and she had been so worried about Gran. I didn't want to add to that." "Okay, that makes sense." Ashley says. So what's stopping you from keeping this from Jacob? A better time. I was going to talk to him earlier about it today, but then he started talking about feeling pressure at work and how he just had taken on this new case, this undercover assignment. Ashley was like, "Well, damn, that sounds real dangerous." "I know, that's exactly how I was feeling. And he doesn't need any distractions. I would never forgive myself if I caused him to get hurt. So this would just have to wait." "Okay," Ashley says. Your secret's safe with me." We're back at the palace, and Anita's back from her chemo. And Vernon was like, "Oh my God, a morning without you has felt like an eternity. How did everything go?" Sharon says, "I serenaded her with my beautiful voice." "Ah, private articulate concert. If I could have only been a fly on the wall." "It was sweet. I drifted off before I was even." Boom! Wait a minute, she fell out. The fuck? Oh my God. Bitch, I didn't know who the fuck that was. Child, they talk about next week's show. Oh my God, that dress, that hair. Child, this is Nicole. I told you that Nikki bitch. I didn't know who she was. This is Kat talking about her, and they are at Uptown. Kat is sitting at the table with Tomas, and this is Kat. This is Nikki. This is Nicole. I didn't know who the fuck she was. Like, what the fuck did Carlton do to her? Damn. Tomas says, damn, she's fun as hell. Nicole, it looks like that bitch. Okay, so we see Madison says there's an issue. That's Bill. So he was like, are you kidding me? He was like, there has been no change for months. What the fuck you talking about? All right, so we're at Uptown with Naomi and Jacob, and Naomi tells him, I'm headed to the hospital to do some research on preventative cancer treatment. Why? You tested negative for the variant. Hey, Dad. How long this been going on? Who asked Ted that? Because Ted is hugging Shanice. Who asked him that? Oh, this is Kat talking to Shanice about asking him about how long this has been going on. So now we're at the Bird Cafe and we see Haley talking to Andre and telling him, girl, honey, you know what's up, Andre. You know what you got to do, bro. He was like, yeah. I found the love of my life. This is Chelsea at the guest house talking to Madison. Madison said, bitch, I love you enough to walk the fuck away. That's gonna be next week. Look like it's gonna be good. I will say this week was a great week. Script, plot, ups and downs, nothing boring. It's a little bit here and there about the damn cotillion, but whatever. It was good. I had a good time. I mean, Samantha did give some good nuggets when she had to really call Kat to the carpet about, girl, look, I'm the one that has a lot to complain about, having a family and finding forgiveness. So yeah. So it was good. I'm just going over the little moments that probably was, you know, I'm glad that Smitty's going to have something to do to keep his little hips busy. I think Kat is going to be trying to jump on that too. But Michael Parms, you said something. You said something. Like I said, one of y'all, I can't remember which one of you guys said that he was on another story that Grayson, the guy who plays Grayson, was on another story and he was mean as fuck. So yeah, we got to see that side come out of him, and it's going to come out. And with Jan being so concerned about Ashley not knowing a lot about this guy, that's something I just don't ignore. I'm not going to ignore that. I'm going to keep that in the back of my, neck, just the fat one, fat neck back there. Keep that back there so I can, keep an eye on him, on Grayson. There's something about him I don't trust. And Nicole, damn, I'm like, Carlton, what y'all do that night? Like I said, I love it though. I love that side of her. Who I didn't know that she was gonna be coming out there dressed like that, honey. Shit. Go ahead, girl. We all do that. If you've gone through a major breakup and stuff and you find a new you either we cut our hair, a lot of women we cut our hair short because when you was in a previous relationship, you probably didn't want to cut it because he didn't want you to cut it or whatever, or you color it. You change. You do something to make and help you feel better. So I'm happy to see that she's doing it now. Is she gonna change it to some type of whore? We'll find that out as the season progresses. But this week was really, really dope. I really had a good time, except for when that damn preemptive show. Not on Monday, not the MLK Day, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I was pissed at that. But anyway, we go get this mashed up together. Hopefully y'all stay warm out there. If you get hit by the winter weather, please stay hydrated. Please make sure your phones are charged up. You got plenty of gas in your car. You got a lot of perishable, non-perishable items, some chips, whatever, and be safe. All right. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.